So tonight's dinner is from the freezers. We're not going to have a lot. We had a birthday party this afternoon, so we're going with some chicken breasts and some cauliflower. So one of the ways we like to do our chicken is to bread it. So I'm going to put it between two pieces of wax paper and get it thin. And you just keep getting it down. That's what the meat tenderizer's for. So you need the wax paper because it's leaving itself behind. So forget that. We're going to go just straight meat tenderizer with the wax paper underneath. Flip it over, work both sides. So once you have it fairly thin, we're going to set it aside and we're going to do the second chicken breast the same way. So now that we've got our chicken already made into a thin little layer, I've prepped 3 different bowls. I've got my flour with my seasonings in it. Today I did some Caribbean rub and I used my Pluck Original, which has some spices in it. Not spicy spices, just some flavor spices. And then I also did some eggs and I added the same seasonings over here. And then we have the panko. So this is 1, 2, 3, and in that order, we're gonna put them into the hot oil over here. Now I have chicken grease that I use for frying chicken, that when I'm making my broth, I skim off all the fat off the top and I put it aside, and I find that it makes a great frying base when I'm frying food, especially chicken food. So that's what we're going to do here in a minute. I'm still waiting for this to heat up, the fat to heat up. Also on the back burner over here, I have the cauliflower and I'm going to steam it. It's still frozen, so it's kind of working through that process. And we're going to let that work over there. Then we're going to make a cheese sauce for on top of that, because that's the way Hunk likes to eat his cauliflowers. So once the oil is hot enough, we're going to, I cut these in half, by the way, because I decided I wanted them a little bit smaller. We're going to go ahead and we're going to dip them in the flour. Then we're going to dip them into the egg batter. And then we're going to finish by dipping them into the panko. And once they're in the panko, then we're going to put them in the hot oil. And my oil is very hot because it's starting to steam. And you just have to kind of play it by ear. It's a couple minutes on each side. Once it starts to brown, you want to flip it over and then deep fry the second side. So once it's done, you're going to put it on another plate, and then you're going to move on to the next one. So in the far skillet here, I've put 2 tablespoons of butter that I am melting down. I'm going to add 2 tablespoons of flour, and then I'm going to add 1.5 cups. I'm not going to use quite 2 cups of milk, but 1.5 cups of milk to make my roux for the cheese sauce. So once the butter is all melted, I'm going to add my 2 tablespoons of flour, and I'm going to stir it in. And then I'm going to add 1.5 cups of milk. Now you could do broth if you want. I just happen to have milk that I need to use, so we're doing a creamy sauce tonight. So you're going to add the milk slowly and continue to mix in, breaking up the clumps from the flour butter mixture. And in the meantime, it sounds like that the chicken might be done, and I need to pull it off. That was the last piece of chicken. The chicken's over there. Now I can turn my burner off, and this can go to the table. So now we have our cheese sauce done. We're going to put it over top our cauliflower in our little serving dish. And we love lots of cheese sauce, so I think there's more cheese sauce than cauliflower. Sounds perfect to me. And there we go. We've got cauliflower and cheese sauce with chicken cutlets tonight for dinner. This is Kelly signing off from Yellowknife Homestead. Have a great evening.